Going on, family? You are tuned in to Real Ass Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. We appreciate you listening, man. Thank you so much. All new shows this week. Once again, shout out to Tracy Lee for kicking it with us yesterday, man.
Great show.
I was cheesing.
Me too.
I was cheesing, man, because if you listen to this show, I understand, man, hip hop. James got on his Wu-Tang. I got on my, I only listen to 90s hip hop.
Amen.
And Jeff Kaufman got on his lawyer hat.
Somebody's got to represent you too.
Because somebody got to represent us. 5 million virtual studio with James John. How you doing, baby?
Man, I'm feeling really good, man. I'm enjoying these shows we've been doing lately, man. It's been nothing but great and fun times, and I'm just a little tired. So I think when we get done with the show, I'm gonna take a little bit of prepay, and I'm gonna go
and go to sleep.
That's a callback.
Go to sleep, man. Go to sleep. Not me, bro. This show done. I gotta cook dinner, so.
Oh wow! Yeah. What are you cooking,
bro? I was just throw a turkey in the roaster. I mean, a chicken in the roaster. It take about an hour, so a little small chicken, man. Because I was supposed to cook earlier today, but my wife, this is her anniversary weekend for her being AKA. So she has stuff.
Shout out to Sean.
Shout out to her, Sean, and all her line sisters. So I was helping all day with stuff around the house.
Hold on. There, I've been on the show a really long time. She has this stuff every weekend,
bro. Hey,
it's like this is a special weekend, and they just make up new names. This is a Delta Cow monkey.
Hey, and do you think I care? Bro, I get to go to the improv. I get to go smoke. Okay, I get to cheat. I get to cheat. Dude, I get to hang out with my brothers, man. I gotta go hang out with my line sisters. What you gonna do? You know what? I was gonna stay home, but I'm gonna go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Which is the improv, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back to that in a sec. But real quick, also, we got Jeff Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast. My favorite lawyer, can practice law in 18 states. What's up?
Four countries,
the
moon,
and the moon,
space station,
Mars.
and just right now, Narnia.
Rocket, call me.
He can do Narnia now. That's right.
I heard Jeff got a case on Cybertron.
Yeah.
Because Megatron
Beast
be up there
Wars got out of hand.
He does.
Yeah, because it's a state it's a state on Cybertron where you could kill somebody, but it's another state that you can't. So Jeff practiced law on 2 different states in Cybertron. So Megatron killed Starscream in one state and Prime in another state. So he's gonna get off in one and he's gonna be good.
That's true though.
They got like federal state court.
Yeah.
Where that was.
Hey man, I wanted to get back to the conversation because I was laughing with my wife and some friends this past week. We had Tracy Lee on yesterday, which is big for hip hop for me and James. But I also had the opportunity to work with Ed Lover. This past weekend, which I wish I would have brought that up.
Yo MTV Raps.
Yo MTV Rap,
yeah.
Which I found out Fab Five Freddy was the original host. Ed Lover and Dr. Drake took it over and became the week host, and Fab hosted on Weekend. But it's still my childhood. Anytime I get to do anything in my childhood, so I'm gonna swing it back to comedy. I was talking to Ed Lover. I was like, man, I hate to make you sound old, but you are my childhood.
Absolutely.
And he said, MFer, I am old. and I was thinking, I'm like, it's true, man. Like, think of the comedians that you work with. I don't work Eddie Griffin, Damon Wayans, John Hinton, who I call Unc. Like, my childhood.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to work with somebody in my childhood, and it's full circle because there's a comic that started doing comedy that knew me when he was a kid.
That's funny. Full circle, man.
Full circle.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was kicking it with him at the studio. And that's what I've been telling my wife. That's what I call the improv now. I said, because rappers and musicians go to the studio, be there all day, don't do nothing. Don't write
just hang out.
They just go hang out all night.
And be happy as hell.
And be happy.
Because they're smoking. That's how come. You sit in a room smoking all day long. You feel.
Hey, Jeff, and that's my other thing I want to throw in this. So I got the studio. So now my wife understood how I love going to the improv. So I'm at the studio. I said, even if I'm performing, not performing, I'm at the studio. So after the show with Ed Lover, we go to Corona. Shout out to Corona's on Dr. Phillips. We go to Corona. Ed Lovers that we smoking, and a young comic, a lover to death named Tay Tatted Up. She was there with her boyfriend D Shop, who was a comic as well that was on the show. She looked around and she broke it down to me, Jay. She said,
What'd she say?
I see why you like this place. I said, why? She said, because ain't nothing but a bunch of old ass black married men in here getting away from their wives. Hey, and Jeff, I looked around and that was it.
Yeah. Chris Alexander, you,
and a bunch of rich white guys with their Lamborghinis out front.
Bro,
True that.
Lamborghinis outside.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, she 100% right. So I had another thing I put to my wife. She said, why you always going out? I said, no. I go to comedy clubs and I go to Coronas because that's where all the old black men go hang out.
That's right.
Bro, she was like, who feeding you this?
Tay Tatted Up.
$5 million.
Bro, but that's such a true thing. The older you get, the more you start hanging around people that are in the same social, economic situation that you are. You start to hang,
Or
you just
like to do what you do. Like I got a friend of mine, JDB, one. Hey man, let's go get a drink. I'm like, I bet. Hey man, you want to go downtown? You want no. We can go to Corona.
No.
Yeah,
We go to Corona.
You want to go somewhere for grown folks.
We go to Corona,
I'm not,
man.
I'm not trying to go anywhere where the music is so loud I can't hear you. You got to walk everywhere, and it's a bunch of young people. I got nothing against young folks. I'm not into the same things that they want to do and have fun. I want to sit somewhere
and hear. I want to hear.
Yes,
That's
yes. I want to hear. I want a quality drink.
Over the music.
I want a quality drink.
Yeah.
That's what I want now. I don't want a bunch of a drink. I want a quality drink.
I don't want no what's them High Noon.
Yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah. No.
What's White Claw? I don't want nothing.
No,
Give me some whiskey.
Yes.
Give me some whiskey. Some. If I'm with Hurley, Hurley bourbon, right? It's Hurley.
No, Hurley is whiskey, but he likes Irish whiskey. He likes
Irish whiskey. You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
it's cheap.
Yeah. But Kaufman a beer guy though. Ain't you a beer guy, Kaufman?
I drink everything.
No, he drinks everything. Like we at the Wu-Tang concert, he had a little bit of everything that night.
I had a fishbowl. Yeah, I remember.
Yes, you
see, but that's not my fault. I got up there and I told you what happened. I had the medium-sized drink, and then they started yelling at me, and I had to get the big drink. I'm talking the guys from the stage.
Yeah.
I was feeling they were yelling at me. I was looking around going, I think they're talking to me. I need a bigger drink.
Yeah. I thought the bartender, because the bartender, shout out to Tabitha over at Dr. Phillips.
Yes.
Corona. She be like, Crown, yeah, you want a single? Double. She don't even finish.
Yeah.
She be like, can a double? Can a double? I call her my white cousin because I got a cousin named Tabitha.
Yeah, that's a black name, by the way.
No, that was like, yo, your name Tabitha?
That's a black name. Tabitha,
She's country. You got
or country. Yeah, you're right about that, man.
Sabrina and Tabitha are country white girls.
Them country white girl names. But I'm with them, man. But that had me think, man, hanging out with Ed Lover and Tracy Lee and just and looking at how I hang now.
Yeah,
it's either comedy club or it's Corona. I don't go, and if I'm at home, I'm on the front porch texting you at 11 because I'm drunk. Then we should have this dude on the show.
Yeah. Yep.
He just wants to feel young. He
hangs
hangs out with those guys to feel young. You know, he just likes to hear this word, young blood. Help me up. He just likes to hear that,
bro.
You know,
that's where we at now. And they call us that though. When we sit down, we hanging out at the Improv.
Like, hey,
what up, OG?
That's what they call it. What up, OG?
What's up, Unc?
Now.
Yeah,
man.
What up, Unc? What up, Unc? Yeah, man. But yeah, Jay.
So now I gotta wear sweatpants and church shoes everywhere.
Yeah, I gotta start dressing like Genesis. Don't say, you see me in a Puma tracksuit, you know, son.
Hey, I just want to tell you kids.
Man, you see me in a Puma tracksuit, man. Oh, another shout out, B. One Mic Entertainment, man.
Yes. Go ahead.
Orlando won. We won the competition. I lost my round. I did lose. I got beat. But
by who?
Barack Ahmed beat me. He beat me.
Barack, okay, shout out to Barack.
Barack had his that was his audience, his crowd, his energy. Like I tried to go first. I said I'm going first, and I went first, and I had it, and then he went in there. He went a little higher, so I give him his props, man.
I give you props for telling that on the radio, man, because you know a lot of folks be like, nah, man,
nobody's listening anyway. What do you mean props?
Nah, Thursday our
Outside
highest
of
rated
Patricio,
night.
nobody's listening to the show.
Yeah, man. I don't know, James. I'm at that doing old man stuff.
I like it though.
I'm with it.
I like the old man stuff, dude.
I'm with it, man.
Hey, you know you old when you start going on double dates with other married couples.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when you know you getting
y'all
old.
want to have dinner? Y'all want to go out to dinner? Yeah, let's
But-
go, man. Let's go.
But what time? Like 6? Okay.
yeah.
I can't go.
Which is weird because we'll go out with y'all for dinner at 6.
Yes.
But at home, we ain't eating dinner till 9:30.
Exactly. That's old people stuff. That's old people stuff, man.
If we go somewhere, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock
Yeah.
dinner. If we at the house, my wife like, I'm hungry. I'm like, it's 9:30. What you
I
gonna
know.
cook?
Oh, looking at you like, what
Like,
you
what
mean?
you gonna Oh, my wife didn't cook. She tell her when I was in the ER and that nurse was like, stop giving your husband all this. She called it I called it soul food. She called it something else.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife was like, I don't give him nothing. He cook. So
Matter of fact,
feed himself.
when he gonna get out this bed so he gonna make you dinner? Stop giving him this peripheral.
Bruh, for real.
I'm being nice to him. Don't spoil him.
To the point when the
You
nurse
making
left, my
Jell-O
wife
for him?
was
Are you crazy?
Hey, when the nurse left, my wife was like, this bitch flirting. This is what
You're like, no.
we need a new nurse.
She taking my vitals. What are you
Yeah. Nah. I saw her slip you that prepositional. You dozing off right now. Wake your ass up and stop looking at her. I see. And the nurse had a mask on. You think she pretty, huh? I
what?
She had a damn mask on. I can't even see her. Because I know you like eyes.
You like eyes.
I know you like looking at.
I know
I
you.
know you like eyes.
See, that's your problem. You like girls with eyes. What?
I look in every. I was married a long time, so
Uh-huh.
I've learned to look in every direction, but the one that's going to get me in trouble.
Yep.
Bro.
I am perfect at it. But then I get yelled at. I used to get yelled at over what somebody else was wearing, and I wasn't even looking.
Yeah, bro. If you walking through a mall, you guys at the movies, you at a store, and there's a good looking woman that clearly has, her assets on display, she get mad when she spots her.
Yeah.
Because we in trouble already. I'm
We
like,
ain't
why
looking.
are you mad? I didn't even look.
You should be looking. I got in trouble. You know you
And
want to look.
my favorite question, that's what you like?
I be like,
That's
yeah.
what you
I be
like.
like, yeah, because you built just like her.
Hey, Adam Murray had the best joke about a jealous girlfriend.
Oh, yeah,
There was a girl just walking down the street, and he's walking with his girl. Girl just walks by, and she goes, "That's what you like? That's what you like?" He's like, "What do you mean? Quiet? Yeah."
Yeah, man, dude. Man, this is how I get away with it. I tell my wife, but look at your cousin. What she got that dress? Oh, get your cousin.
That's disgusting.
The whole time I'm like, girl, get your cousin. It's crazy. Y'all wilding out here. Your cousin need to.
Your cousin needs some
Get your-
preparation H.
Your cousin needs the preparation H, yo. I know you like eyes. My wife made me unfriend every woman with eyes on Facebook. I know you like eyes. Out here looking at these bitches' eyes. I know you like eyes, Kendall. Any girl got eyes, you unfriend them. Unfriend all of them.
Oh my God.
With that being said, we got to take a commercial break. If you got eyes, you are no longer allowed to listen to this show. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. What's up, family? We are back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Hey, guys, look, if you listen, go to Instagram and follow. Facebook, follow. Twitter, follow. Go to YouTube, subscribe to our page. Get us up to about. We trying to hit 200
200,
by
y'all.
the end of this week. And if you miss any of these shows, baby, go on over the iHeart app. Search Real Labs. You're going to see that white dude up in the corner with a T showing. That's us. That's us. Download them podcasts. Let us get up in the top podcasts out there, man.
That's right.
This Ken Miller, baby. This Ken Miller. Right now.
I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that was.
You're now listening to the Quiet Storm. and gentlemen, we got Jeff Kaufman in the building from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast. Guys, we have been having so much fun this week, man. Great shows, great energy. Let's talk about jobs.
Yeah.
Shout out to Deion Sanders. If you guys are Deion Sanders left Jackson State to get the job at Colorado. And black people are very, very highly upset. Like they have never left a job for a better job.
We got to stop this. As black people, we got to stop this. First off, let's talk about what this man did for Jackson State, all right? Before he got there.
He got them a field.
A field? Yes, they didn't have a field, bro.
A field, facilities. Dude, you know what College Game Day is? College Game Day is ESPN. When they go to your school for the week, you're the best. Like, I'm talking about Michigan, Ohio State.
Best
At best of the best. He got College Game Day to come to Jackson. He made what was he coaching? 2 or 3 years? And he did well every single year there.
Dude, lost 5 games, I think.
Ask me how much money he made for that state. For that area.
$30
million.
Yeah. Come on, man.
$30 million in revenue.
Their field was so bad that if it rained, they had to play at the high school.
Yes. Yeah. They didn't have the money. They didn't have the resources, and he came in and changed all of that.
Locker room. They got a locker room.
Locker room. Yep.
I mean, and I want you to know something. I used to be an NFL agent, and I used to have to drive around to all the black colleges, and very few of them had money. I mean, Grambling, you go over those places and you look at the facilities in comparison to like Mississippi State or LSU. You go, well, these colleges have money. You go to like Grambling, places like that. You go, there's no money here. Hampton,
none.
Same thing, no money,
none.
You know,
none.
He actually got money there, and they're upset with him. They're upset with him because they're going, God forbid you want to go to
better your life.
College.
Yes, and let's break it down. He could stay and make $300,000 a year. Or he can leave and make $5 million a year. Guys,
I ain't mad.
I can't be mad at him. And that's crazy.
Now, I am mad at the school he went to because they trash. Like he could have held out.
You know how nice it is there. You know how nice it is in Colorado. Everyone's nice to you.
That's true.
Colorado was 1-11.
But they're nice to you there.
Hey man, I'd rather be in Alabama where they calling me the N-word.
Oh wow!
Winning championships.
You know what makes great teams? Racism.
I'd rather be playing for Jerry Jones right now. If you don't know the story, Jerry Jones is in Arkansas, like them black kids can't go to school, standing there looking stupid.
Hey, you can't come in this school, but y'all can go to the practice field. Okay.
But real talk, man. Shout out to Deion, man.
Come on.
It was Deion went to a they call it a Power 5 conference, Power 5 school, and good for him because that was his path.
Yes.
He was going to show people I can coach and turn the program. And Jackson State they won football games, but when he got there, he was getting the top recruits, the best recruit. Like that's what he was
beating Alabama. He was beating Alabama on recruits.
Yeah. So that was so dope. But you know, that being said, everybody on here has left a job for a better job.
Absolutely.
Like have you, Jeff, you making the face, have you?
No.
Explain.
Here's the thing with me. I'm a little different.
Okay, Jeff, hold up.
I can be offered more money. Okay. And I've been offered more money because of my qualifications. Yeah. And I said I would rather take care of my people in my small office than go somewhere else and somebody write me a big check because I feel responsible for these people. But see, I'm not Deion. I don't need to go coach at a better college to think I'm better at what I do. I know I'm great at what I do, and it doesn't matter whether I'm doing it at my firm or a firm that has 800 people. Mm-hmm. So that's a difference for me. So no, I've turned the money down.
Damn.
But that's because that's the life I wanted to live. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, you do a good show, but you chart, you know, imagine they give you another show, but you have no control over it. And you don't have
That's the difference. That's the difference. You're talking ownership and
he's going to go to Colorado, and let me tell you what's going to happen to him. When he loses a game there, they're going to go, "Oh, did we make the right choice?" Every day he's going to want they're not going to appreciate him there like they do
in Jackson.
And that's the difference. They have bigger expectations, and he's not going to win on the level he's winning at Colorado in comparison to an Alabama or Georgia or something with.
And I agree with you on that. That's why I was shocked that he took the Colorado gig, because I feel like there are going to be some better opportunities. And when I say better, and I'm not saying Colorado, like for instance, Florida State, they had a okay season this year. But if next year
they had a pretty good season.
Yeah, but if Florida State isn't in the playoff runnings, they're looking for somebody else. You got teams in the SEC. So they this is the thing, they were breaking it down by like he could have took an ACC job because of his Florida State ties. He could have took an SEC job because of his ties with the Atlanta Falcons and how close he is with Saban. So people were just shocked that he decided to take the bottom level of that conference.
I don't think what you guys get is that he's away from the people who are going to judge him more. I mean, imagine he coaches for a team against Florida State. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want to go against
that. Is true. That is true.
He wants to go to a place where there's very limited expectations to begin with. And he can build something. Now, if he goes to something, he's not going to get that Florida State job or that Florida job or something else like that because he doesn't have the qualifications to get that job. You know, whether you like it or not, you can't just be this great player or coach at this. They want somebody who's tested. They want somebody who's going to do. And he needs to probably go to a Colorado so he can go to a Florida State from there.
And let's be honest, with knowing how competitive Deion Sanders is, we never know what his ultimate long goal is. Bro, it could be to work his way through this and end up in the NFL one day. You never know.
Did you watch his press conference with the kids?
No.
Yeah.
He was like, look, man, y'all might as well go in the transfer portal. Because if you're not going to be here, so James, the transfer portal it's new for college football. It's been there, but it's not the same as it was years ago where after COVID, you can go in the transfer portal, get picked up and play right away. Back in the day, if you transfer, you had to sit out a year.
Like a free agent.
You can actually, like a free agent. So now you can actually get picked up and play. So he told him, he says, look, y'all may as well go in the transfer portal. Because if you're not going to be great for me, because they were 1-10. If you're not going to be great for me, you might as well go and get up out of it. And it was mean, but it was still one of them things where you kind of put the battery in them kids back to make them want to be better. Yeah. So I keep going with this then. James, even on the comedy level, because mine is the comedy level, because I've never left a job for something better except for comedy. Have you ever left a job for something better?
Yes.
For more money? And can you speak on it?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I was at Disney. I work for a company called Airmark, and we are a third party on Disney property. We did food. That's right. We did food. And I had worked my way into one of the nicer locations over there. It was at downtown Disney, the executive building where Al Weiss was. He was the president of the Magic Kingdom at the time. I was doing really well, but I was a manager, but I wanted more. I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to have more responsibility, and I wanted to get paid more because I had 4 kids, man. Let's be honest. And money, although I made a great living, I needed more because I had so many responsibilities at home, meaning my wife and my kids. So I took a job for more money, and I will speak to Jeff's point. I regretted it. It made more money, but where I was more stressed, so my quality of life diminished. I didn't have the same support I had at the other place, but it was more money, but it was just more headaches. So all money is not good money. I learned.
Here's the rule. The more money you need, the less happiness you're going to have in that job. It just goes to work. There are jobs out there for $20,000. You can have a great time.
Yeah.
But the big money job, no fun.
It comes with a big check, but it comes with big headaches. You are absolutely right.
You will sell out on levels that you have
never thought you would.
Yeah. You'll sit there and go, wow, I got to accept this. The crap you take from people, you're going, wow, I can't say no.
The worst feeling, not worse. Let me back that up. That's a little bit of hyperbole. One of the worst feelings a person can have is going to a job you dread, because it affects everything that you do mentally. When you get up and say, God, I got to go back to that place, and I hate them. I hate everything about this job. And actually go there and do it and suffer through it, and then drive home, and all you're thinking about is not, okay, well, I'm going to get home, I'm going to decompress, I'm going to relax. No, you're thinking about, I got to go back to that same place I hate the next day. So the older I got, the more I appreciate my mental health. Like, I love my job I do. I'm lucky, knock on wood. The jobs I get to do nowadays, I get to host a TV show, and I've always wanted to be a late night talk show host ever since I saw Arsenio Hall and David Letterman. So I get to do a great job, but I had to do a lot of soul searching and sacrificing to get to the point where I am now, where I love what I do. But all money ain't good money, and that's just my advice as an old head to young people out there. Just consider what you're giving up and what you're gaining.
I was standing at my desk. I still remember we had like 300-400 people working for us. And I was standing at my desk. I go, you know what? I'm done here. And walked out. And 2 weeks later, I walked out, opened a firm that had like, I think 4 people.
Wow.
And people were, and I'm not making the money I made when I was at that big firm. But in the end, I'm sitting there for birthdays when somebody has their birthday or their anniversary. And I'm sitting there holding the cake going, hey, yeah, this is great. I'm talking to the guy on the phone. I'm doing these things. I remember getting on the elevator and there would be 14 people, and I was lucky to know one of them.
I got you.
So yeah, things change, and you just don't. It's never worth it.
Yeah, it's crazy because I never had that in the work industry.
Okay,
I worked in high school. I worked at Parker Brothers Chicken and Fish, which was fast food. The only place that would hire me in Greensboro, North Carolina. I got done. I went to the military. I did 9 years in the military, and I was like, hey, only reason I left the military is because I didn't want to go to Korea. I got out. I started working for Sprint, Nextel, T-Mobile for 18 years. There were other jobs out there for me, but I loved that job. I actually love going to my job. I love my coworkers. Then COVID happened. I spent 2 years at home and missed really being with them. So for me, it was only comedy. That's the only time I've ever canceled something for more money. Like, I had somebody book me one time to be a headliner for $75. And I was like, hey, look, check it. If I get something better, just know I'm not going to be here. Okay. And they offered me $75. I said, I'll do 25 minutes because that's what you're getting for $75. You're not getting a
full hour. Yeah.
And then I got hit up by somebody who offered me $600. And I was like,
which is more than 75.
I said, hey, I'm letting you know right now, I found you another comic, which shout out to Hurley He. Hurley He took it for me. And then I went to that other spot and made $600. Now, the booker / comic was mad at me. And I said, you can't be mad at me. You're a comic. You got to understand, you paid me $75 to do something that I normally make $300 or $400 doing.
That's right.
So I found you a worthy replacement.
Could we talk just a second about that? Because I love that example you gave.
But we got to run. We got to hit commercial. We got to hit commercial. But when we come back, we'll talk more about I gave him somebody worthy to take my spot.
You filled your position.
We'll be right back. Real Last Real Radio 104.1. 4.1, your nightcap of comedy. I'm Ken Miller in the big chair. Take y'all ass over to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and follow. Go to YouTube. Look at these shows and see these beautiful faces. I'm fine as hell. I'm Idris Elba. Idris Elba in this bitch, son. Come look at me. Yo.
I'm Idris Elbow.
Go over to iHeart, man, and download our podcast. We've been having fun this week. We've been having fun. James John, Jeff Carpenter in the studio. When we went to break, we were talking about comedy shows and how I left a show to make more money.
Yes.
But I gave them a suitable replacement. I didn't need a covered bear. I was like, hey, look, I can't do this, but I got somebody that can do it for me. And y'all, if you listen to our show, y'all know Mike Hurley. You've seen him before. He is very suitable to take the place of Kenneth Miller. So James was about to elaborate on that one. What you got, James?
I love that example because let me say something. Here's where it's a what do you call that? It's a double standard. I couldn't get that out. It's a double standard because here's what'll happen with a booker. A booker can have me on the books to work on January 10th to do a show, and I got my price point agreed upon. We know what my pay is going to be. My show is January 10th. They can get a call by an agent that says, hey, I got Rob Schneider coming through January 10th. I can get him to you for this price, and you guys can make a lot of money. They will call James John with no hesitation and say, James, I love you, but Rob Schneider needs to come do this show. I'll get you on another day. And it's all good. I'm not supposed to complain. I'm not supposed to knock them. I'm not supposed to say anything on social media. That's the name of the game. But if tables are turned, they got me January 10th, I'm supposed to do a show for them, but I get an offer to do something that's paying 3 times what they offer me, and I take it, I'm a pariah.
Yeah.
I'm a traitor. I'm unprofessional.
Yeah.
How could you do this, James? I can't believe you.
Bro,
but that's just the way it goes.
I never forget that one weekend I had got the host for Chris Redd from Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
And we had a good time. Shout out to Chris Redd and Mike James out of Nashville.
Okay.
And I got to work with them. And they was like, yo, we love you, bro. Stay the whole weekend. I said, man, I can't. I'm headlining. He said, well, how much is it paying? $300. He said, I'll give you that. Matter of fact, I give you $600.
Yeah.
I said, bet. I called James.
Yes. Yes, he did.
I said, hey, man, I got this gig. It's paying more money. I mean, I hate to. And James was like, boy,
go get that money.
Take that damn money.
Bro, I'll go get it.
James was like, bro, he wasn't mad. James was like, boy, if you don't go take this damn money.
No.
And I went and I was hosting. And I made more money that weekend hosting than I ever made hosting.
Yes.
Because the guy really liked me and was like, look, I pay you extra out of my pocket, but I like you. I like your vibe, and I want you to stay. And so I had to make a decision. I said, man, Jay, my dog, let me hit Jay up. And you was like, boy, go. And which most comedians are like that. Now, young comic Ken, I would be like, I would never forget, bro. I was working for a club making $25 to host. I got offered a feature gig that was $350.
Damn.
And I was like, I'm already booked. Because young Ken was like, I'm gonna be loyal. I'm gonna be loyal to this venue because they're loyal to me.
No.
But like you said, at any moment.
Any moment.
Like, hey, man.
I ain't mentioned that club, but I was hosting and they had weird rules. And the rule was you had to be there 2 hours early. You had to do all this stuff. I did everything. I did everything I was supposed to do. You think they cared? Later on, they go, oh, we dropped that place. We haven't invited them back. And they don't care about your loyalty. It's just a show to them. And I feel like it's on a level like, you schedule yourself. Let's say it's December 8th. They go, listen, we have this thing December 8th. And then they just cancel you. Well, they don't care that you gave up other shows to set that
that's
show.
Right.
You took off work.
Yep.
You got a day job. You took off work, man.
Yeah.
To do these shows, and then they're like, hey, we can't, and they're not going to reimburse you. I got a comic right now, one of my comedy brothers, man, that took off work for a gig, and the gig was like, hey, man, we ain't got a hotel for you. And he was like, man, I can't drive 3 hours back and forth, and I'm not going to make no money. They was like, hey, sorry, we'll find somebody else. But the kid took off work for the whole weekend and then didn't make no money.
That's harsh.
That's harsh.
And that's the double standard. And here's the thing. At some point, if you work hard enough, man, you'll reach that moment as a comedian where the power switches. Like, there's guys that we know, like, let's say Preacher Lawson, use him as an example. Shout out to Preacher, man.
I did guest spot for Preacher in Tampa this weekend.
Nice. I saw that, man.
Shout out to baby bro.
Up and coming. He's a funny guy, always did his job, but he doesn't have power because he didn't have fame. He didn't have followers. As soon as he got fame, he got those followers, the conversations you have with those same clubs are completely different. It's, hey, Mr. Lawson. Hey, how are you? Know what I mean? It goes from, hey, Preacher, you want this date? To, Mr. Lawson, we would love it if you could come in at this date for this, that. And then Preacher can be like, nah, I don't want that date. I want this one. Nah, I don't want that price point. You need to pay me this. And the power gets in the comedian's hands. And I imagine, because I want that to happen to me one day, I imagine that is a beautiful damn feeling at some point when you can get a little bit of the leverage, we'll say, and we can kind of get some stuff back. Yeah. Because as a comedian, I would tell you, we are treated like just another number at the level that we're at.
It's clubs out there, Jeff, that have been paying the same since the 80s. I'm 16 years in the game, and there's clubs out there that ain't changed their money price point at all until you get famous.
That's right.
And you can go in there and be like, I want 85% of the dough. And all the chicken tenders you sell, I want 10%.
No chicken moves without me getting a piece.
I want all the chicken tender money, bro.
And don't get me started on barbecue sauce. Bro, don't get me started.
Bro, if anybody get ranch in this bitch, I want 10 cents off of all the ranch sold up in this club. Ken, you like whiskey? Oh, you know I'm a whiskey guy. Anybody that drink Crown Royal in this club, I get $1 off of all the Crown Royal sales up in this piece.
It's true. So true, man. So true.
But we were talking through the break. James got an extra job.
Yeah.
You said new job and you scared the hell out of me. You got a side piece.
James gone Haitian on us. He got
James Jamaican. Bro. Yeah, man. James got the yeah, man.
It's funny because Ken will tell you I always kept a lot of jobs. Like, just always had them. I'm blessed. First off, let me just say this. I'm gonna make sure I say it the right way. I am truly blessed.
Hold up. What are we talking about? Like
jobs.
Blessed in life or blessed?
Both, bro. Come on, man.
Right, go ahead,
I'm like Bernie Mac. Take my thing out. The whole room get dark.
Kick it.
He said, "I'm big boned. I'm blessed.
I'm heavy structure. I pull my ain't got this whole room go dark.
Yeah.
Kick it.
Yes, I'm a bitch. All right,
gonna be some furniture moving.
Move it, bro. Shout out to the king, man.
Shout out
God
to
bless the
king,
king.
man. Where you at? Where you working at? Where your side piece at?
Okay, well, I'm going to run it back. I'm going to say this. I'm very blessed, man. I got 2 TV shows on Xfinity, Comcast, Afro. Thank you, God, for that. I'm on a wonderful radio show called Real Last on 104.1. I get to do it with my comedy brothers, man, that I know and I love. I get to be a comedian and travel this great country and do comedy, bringing smiles and joy to people's lives. And I just joined a paid podcast. I've been doing it for 2 months now. I really didn't say anything. We want to see what was happening. I got a friend of mine who's been rocking me for a while. His name is Devin Seabold, and he does a podcast called Crying in My Car. Now, he's also part of a teacher comedy tour called Bored Teachers.
Yep.
They have their own podcast family. He brought me on 2 months ago, and we immediately got bought by Bored Teachers. So we are now one of their properties. They have over 1 million followers.
Nice.
Our videos are getting over 500,000 views right now. When I tell you I am blessed because this social media game's been kicking my ass, I truly am. I'm getting paid to do a podcast I love, and they're adding me to the Bored Teachers tour. So next year I'll be doing theaters, man. It's a dream come true. Thank you, Devin Seabold.
Dope. Congratulations, man.
So much, man. Thank you, man, for giving me the opportunity.
Your ass don't even teach. James on substitute teach you the sub. You the sub. Nigga.
But here's the dope thing. Here's the dope thing that happened.
Here's the thing.
He does the Crying in My Car podcast for teachers. Yeah. What I do is I bring the parent perspective in.
Yeah.
So we started playing off that, and it's worked so well. So that's why I'm able to go on the tour with them. Because I'll be the parent.
I saw a couple of the clips. I was like, oh, that's cool. Because I knew the other dude that used to be on the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you were sitting in. I was like, maybe James just sitting in or whatever. No. But you permanent, man.
I'm permanent. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Again, shout out to Devin Seabold for the opportunity.
I love Devin. Let me tell you something, man. Devin. When I got laid off, Devin and Jersey have been 2 other comics who have really helped me a lot. Don't be shocked if y'all on the cruise ship to see Ken Miller.
Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? The money.
Bro, and don't be shocked if you see me on the road with some headliners or even with Devin.
Amen.
Because, they've helped me out because I was about to go back to work.
Oh, man, don't do that.
I was about to go back to work. I was telling everybody, I was about to go back to work.
Was there a place you was about to go?
No, I was going to try to get a government job working with the VA.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, right. Yo.
Welcome to Popeyes. What you want?
If you heard that noise, I just threw my headphones out. This dude Jeff Coffman said, "Love that." I was about to. Can you imagine somebody pulling up?
It's you
and it's me. Hey, yo, dog, were you at the Improv last night? No, dog, that was Dwayne.
Hey, shut up and eat your big ass biscuit.
Shut up and eat your big ass biscuit.
What's your name, Jersey?
Jersey, the Haitian sensation, man. Y'all ain't see me at no day. But shout out to Jersey and Devin, man. They have really been there for me during this because I was about to go back to work. I was like, man, this ain't working. I got to feed this family, man. But they helped me out, man. So I got a really good December. January, I got to try to get ramped up, man. But congratulations, bro. For real talk, man. Good for you, man. Good
Thank
for you,
brother. I appreciate it.
Because I tell people all the time, man, you're a really good guy, man. Every time we hanging out with comedians, I give James his flowers.
You always do.
In front of them comedians.
You always do.
I learned how to host from James. I do. I got fired from my first hosting gig. And they said, take your ass over the Universal Bar.
City Walk, yeah.
City Walk and go and watch. And I kicked it with James for like a month. And James John, Miss Hope, Tyke Mike, Dean Napolitano, Ian Gutowski. I took a piece of every last one of them comics, and that's how I became the host. So, man, no, you getting everything you deserve, bro.
Thank you, man.
Except
I appreciate
for sleep.
that. Bro.
Yeah.
Except for sleep.
Bro.
You ain't getting no sleep.
But let me tell you, I'm going to give him as far as why he here. I was inspired because a gentleman about 2 months ago had a talk with me about, like, James, if you do anything, try to be the best at it. And that was Mr. Kaufman. We had a talk, man. So I've been trying to take everything that I do to another level now, whether it be on this show, whether it be my TV show, or just on stage. I've kept that statement with me in the back of my head, man. If you're going to do this, go all out. Do everything to make sure you're successful. Yes. It is a choice. It's a choice. You're right.
Comedian concept that they feel like they're entitled to anything. You're not entitled to anything. You're not even entitled to continue breathing on this planet. You know, you got
to smoke your ass in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll come by to a young comic
with that propofol, and that'll be done.
Hey, we got to get up out of here, Jay. Where you at this weekend, baby?
I'll be taking Powerball. I'm actually going to be at one of my favorite clubs, St. Cloud, Florida, Porky's Comedy Club. Please come see me Friday, Saturday.
Best barbecue on the planet.
Oh, my
Jeffrey,
God.
Where you at this weekend, baby?
I'm actually, tomorrow, I'm at Universal Studios with 20 people and my crazy-ass son.
Happy birthday to Jacob, man.
It's Jacob's week. So,
happy birthday to Jacob,
I'm off.
man.
I care. You know, I got work, but Jakey's my boy, so I'm taking care of him.
All right, if you're listening right now, I'm in Tunica, Mississippi.
Woo woo.
M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter, humpback I. I'm in Mississippi right now with my boy Dwayne, man. We at the Gold Casino. We at some casino. This is not Mess Up Casino, but this Saturday I will be at Winter Park at Twisted Root.
Nice.
A show I didn't know I had, but I'm there with my brother Tim Allen, man. So guys, make sure you also go out here, check out the Under Oath podcast with Jeff Kaufman. He has some great guests on. Go follow James on social media, James John Comedy. Make sure you go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that good stuff. I'm Ken Miller. That's Jeff Kaufman. That's James John and James. We got to get up out of here. You know what I say. What I say?
Take your ass to bed.
Take your ass to bed. Good night.
Bro, I've been having such a good time with y'all. Such a good time.
Bro, congratulations. I saw you on there, and I was like, maybe James just sitting there for Angry Texan, because it used to be Angry Texan.
Yeah.
Which was a weird dynamic, because no disrespect, he not funny.
No.
He not funny, yo. And I was like, Devin doing one of the fucking, I'm going to bring somebody on that's, I'm funnier. So I'm like, I'm never, now I'm going to watch it all the time with both of y'all.
Thank you.
But no, man, congratulations, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
For real, man. That shit dope. I like that, man. I like that. But Devin done hooked me up, man. I ain't got the dates yet, but he hooked me up.
No, good. No, he will, bro. There's some stuff that he does, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, we working on it. We working on it, man. Well, let me go through my chicken in the roaster, B. I'll take care of this one. I'll send all this over.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Love you both, man. Thank y'all so much. Be good.
Friday, I know I'm not going to be here because I'm going to be driving back with Mississippi. So I know
you're going to be tired of shit, too.
Yeah, so I'll be on the road driving back. So
no worries.
So, all right, brothers, y'all take it easy.
All right, man. Be good.
Holla, 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 holla.
Bye-bye.